Yosh.
You see tonight it could go either way.
Sir,
Hearts balanced on
I have money to make. Am I crying or playing the game? Okay, what the frick is that? Oh, my boys! What the frick? Oh, shoot! There's a freaking elephant. Was that a woolly mammoth or something? That's all the... Oh, dragon crown. Damn. Oh, it's the freaking fog. Who that? Who that boy? It's our boys. Okay, we go in the fog. Something happens. Or these mans came out of the fog. Did I freaking... One noticeable thing out of this whole thing. One, coming out of the fog. Like, they really hotboxed down there. It came out. Other thing was we saw the freaking... Some woolly mammoth man here. What is this? Oh my frick. That's Donphan. They teased it. They freaking teased it. They teased the pea situation. Frick. What the hell is this? This is Donphan too? That ain't no Donphan. Dude, bro, he's... If you that oh my god, but he got the freaking Maridon eyes. Is this how the pea situation goes down? They're all freaking cyborged? This is freaking all we got in the trailer. Maybe if there's an English one, but what happens in the English one? He sings in Japanese? The Scarlet book and Violet book. Okay, there's stuff here. Damn, you got the book of the past and the book of the future. Who brought this book? Who wrote this book? I wrote this book. The Scarlet book will appear in Pokemon Scarlet and the Violet book will appear in Pokemon Violet are records for an expedition written long ago. It seems Arvin always carries a copy of one of the books. Damn, Arvin's gonna find the One Piece. Frick, a freaking ancient picture like Bigfoot? They saw that Donphan. That's a Donphan. And who spotted this one? How could you have a picture from the future? Oh, okay. It's not its name. It's like its Bigfoot name is Great Tusk. Look right here. This shape. This is freaking Donphan. That looks freaking sick. He's actually woolly, isn't he? It's Donphan. Donphan. He's saying Donphan. He literally said it's future Donphan, didn't he? Oh, its tusks are on the side. No, they ain't. Okay, no, he can roll. Maybe his go sideways too. He must be able to roll. This is like all they live for. Okay, my dude, so let's talk about what the final trailer showed us. Pokemon themselves on their Japanese trailer listed this as the final trailer. And as there's only 10 days until the games come out, it would seem logical. There are many things people wanted to see, starter evolutions, but really they continued to not show us too much. The big reveals in this trailer was what the dragon crown looks like, showing Koraidon and Maridon coming out of the fog that's in the center of the region, that weird storm that's in this mountain hole. It kind of looks like a crater, like in Sutopolis. That's a city they made inside a crater that struck a long time ago. But they showed that something goes on in that fog, in that crater. And then the third thing they showed are these two mysterious Pokemon. One called Great Tusk and like Iron Treads. As you can see, like on their Twitter, Iron Treads, the more mechanical looking one, belongs to the Violet book. So for the first time since they showed us Professor Sada and Turo, and we read that their names mean past and future, we have another aspect of the past and future officially shown to us in these Pokemon. And when we were watching the Japanese live stream, the people there were also referring to it as Donphan. I don't think they know stuff about the games, but even their go-to first impression was that these two things look like Donphan. The story goes that these Pokemon seem to have been spotted in our distant past, and books were written writing descriptions of these things and with these weird Bigfoot photographs captured. It shows that this is a part of Arvin's side of the story. There's 3 stories in this. The gym challenge with Nemona, Team Star, don't do that. The freaking Arvin, the treasure hunt. If you look at the way these books are made, they're all scuffed up. They're from the past. Koraidon is drawn to like an Oni. Look at that. He looks crazy. He looks demonic. Maridon, he looks peaceful for some reason. So the fact that both books exist in our past, it makes me believe that maybe both of these Pokemon, past or future, show up in our distant past. So they traveled from whatever time periods to like 500 years ago and did something there. The Scarlet book, which will appear in Pokemon Scarlet, and the Violet book are records from an expedition, and they were written long ago. Even the Violet book is like this. The expedition is said to have traversed an uncharted area of the Paldea region, but whether or not the accounts depicted are true remains unclear. It's like an encyclopedia of mythical creatures, except they exist. The first picture shown for the Scarlet book is of this Donphan. It's taken in this jungle. They were like wrecking havoc with researchers who spotted it like a few hundred years ago. The way it looks in the picture, its horns aren't that big, but look how emphasized it is here. They're obviously scared of this thing when they redrew it. And speaking of past Donphan, well, we're gonna assume that's what he is now. The one they show us in the trailer moving around does not have these spikes up. So either it was an emphasis on the researchers who spotted it long ago, or he gets mad and they all spike up. Same thing with the only picture they show us of the Violet book, this other Donphan. You almost can't even tell that it looks different. But once you notice that the eye is right there, that it has some metal tusk here that like loops around its face, then you start to see the difference. Pokemon's doing something weird in this game where essentially we have like a mythical version. Not mythical, the Pokemon term, but one in myths. An ancient Donphan from the myths, a future Donphan from the myths. But regardless, they keep the same Donphan shape. The Pokemon that's known to spin around, both of them still are that. The past one doesn't look like it's fully able to spin much. Maybe it can resort to it a bit, but it seems like it just has strong power. While the future one looks like that's what its focus is, to master that spinning. And then our Donphan would be in between, he would have both. The book describes how the past Donphan attacked the expedition team with its large body and tusks, mortally wounding one of the explorers. While the future one, it's said that this monster curls its body and rolls to attack. It leaves a trail gorged into the ground as if it had scorched the earth. We have Cyclizar, we have Koraidon, which pretty much looks like a past Cyclizar, and Miraidon. Would every past and future Pokemon follow the same trend, where the past one is a more primal looking version of it, and the future one just has the robot features and the Miraidon eyes? Because I was saying this during the stream, but it could get old quick. We don't know how many past and future Pokemon there are. So far, it's just this one. But if you're buying this game and every future Pokemon is gonna have a similar look like that, it'd make you lean towards the primal ones, because the primal ones almost look all like mega evolutions. Like this looks like a mega Donphan, especially if it flares up. That's essentially what primal reversion is, right? A mega evolution where you're going back to your older features. And then the other question is, when it comes to the future Pokemon, what exactly are they? The past ones make sense. They're just Donphans that the current ones evolved from. Times got a lot more peaceful now. Look how freaking big the dinosaurs were. The dinosaurs are birds now. Times get more peaceful, they get a lot weaker. The Donphan of the past could have stats even higher or equal. It could be equal to Groudon in terms of stats. All the Pokemon were much more savage then, so the past forms make sense. But what's going on with the future forms? Two possibilities. Are they just enhanced Stop doing that. Are they enhanced versions of the existing Donphan? So someone took the normal Donphans we have now and try to bring out the potential it once had, maximize what it's good at. So this thing can spin probably like twice as fast as normal Donphans can. I mean, it's gripping the ground and charging itself forward, possibly leaving this ripped trail in the ground like it had scorched the earth. I'm pretty sure it's not a fire type. That's just the enhanced force of its rolling abilities now. Did they enhance Donphans to do that? Or is it a different take, like in the future, they resurrected Pokemon that no longer exist. And so they studied what Donphan was, found its bones, and it's a resurrection, a mechanical, artificial Donphan. And so they would know based off studying it, especially with the tech in the future, they could figure out what Donphan was good at, what's in its genes, and recreate and resurrect an arguably better version of it. Now, especially if you haven't looked at the leaks, this is mad exciting, and you can see much more of a version difference split than in previous Pokemon games. It's not like the Mega Tyranitar versus Mega Aggron like in X and Y, though they did have some good version differences. This one, you're gonna see future Pokemon or past Pokemon. That's what's implied here. The Scarlet book in one game detailing a world where past Pokemon appeared to the researchers in the past, and then the Violet book where future Pokemon appeared to the researchers in the past. There's the classic Pokemon game, there's the mystery of these things that you do with Arvin, and then whatever happens with Team Star. And then how this all plays into terrestrializing. And so I remind you, if you have not looked at the leaks, do not look at them. There's just 10 days left, and if you've looked at the leaks, please don't comment anything here. There are very few chances in your life to experience a game blind. Don't look at the leaks this time and think you'll play it blind next time. You will end up right back in the situation and just look at the leaks again. I've blocked out all the hashtags on Twitter, and thankfully when I streamed, none of you guys spoiled anything for me either or anyone else in chat, so we're good. No more trailers left. You have no reason to be searching Scarlet and Violet stuff on YouTube. It's done here. Just in 10 days, Watch someone's playthrough or play the game yourself. Experience it the actual way it's supposed to go down. Everyone who looks at the leaks has ass face. They're just sitting there, they have nothing to do and nothing to look forward to now. It's a mistake. You'll always have that section of the internet like on 4chan and stuff. That's what they do. We let them be. In fact, it's beautiful to see what they're up to on 4chan. They're roasting each other because everyone's posting fake dumps of the game. Let those sections of the internet exist. They always will. And there's always going to be people who want to dump the game and study everything. But especially if you haven't seen the leaks, it's right here. Survive 10 days. You can do it. Oh yeah, there's also a couple other things. Like you can get a phone case for your Rotom if you show save data from past games. So you can get like a freaking Rayquaza case. Alright, go on to shank that like button, guys. I'll see you on the next video. Take care. Also, if you're wondering, the leak has begun. There's someone who broke street date on the review copy and was posting stuff online and then they went silent. Just do your best to avoid it.